And good morning, everybody. It is Fabulous Friday featuring me, Claudia Rickard. Now, I want to share this with you. Something that I always ask my clients when they come to see me is, what do you want to feel like? What do you want? And so often people will answer me with everything that they don't want. And I smile and I say, that is what everybody says. They tell me everything that they don't want. And I say, so when you came to visit me, did you put in on your GPS, I don't want Carey, I don't want Holly Springs, I don't want Fuquay? Or did you actually put in my actual address and what you wanted? And they smile and I say, everybody does it. And most people do. So I ask you again, what do you want? What do you want to feel like? And then we find out what they actually want. And then I ask, and when you have that, what will that give you? And then again, we get some really good feelings. So we may get things like peace, calm, happiness, peace of mind, clarity, freedom. That's a big one, freedom. And I ask, what's stopping you from having that now? And so often they realize it is themselves. It's themselves, their own thoughts, their own negative thoughts. I always ask, who's their support? And sometimes people have no support. They have no parents, or their parents are elderly. They're now looking after their parents. Maybe they are the rock, have to be the rock. And so these negative thoughts keep coming and they can't share with anybody because they have to be the strong one. And so it may come out in different behaviors like anger, frustration, self-harm in some form of way. Doesn't need to actually be cutting. Smoking is a form of self-harm. Gambling, alcohol, too much of anything can be self-harm. And people can have these belief systems going on in their head. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. Who would want to know me? They may have the confidence on the outside, and that may even be wearing thin. And then they often think about themselves inside. That's the self-esteem bit. At least it is in my opinion. But their self-esteem can be so low. I'm unlovable. I'm not worthy. No one listens to me. I'm not heard. No one cares about me. And they run this belief system through their head, all these negative thoughts, negative thinking patterns. And that becomes their belief. So we look at that word belief. I got this from my mentor, Beryl Comer, my good friend, Beryl Comer. So we look at that word belief. What's that word inside there? Lie. I lie. And so just imagine that as your brain, and that's the thought pattern that has been going through your head for maybe a very long time, possibly even since you were a child. I've just seen a young person today, 11 years old, and it was from her kindergarten teacher who she felt hated her. And she has this belief that she's not good enough, not worthy, not clever enough. And so she has this perfectionism thing going on. And that becomes the path well trod. Well, now, if you're, say, in your 50s, 60s, coming to see me, that has been going on for a very long time. Very, very long time. I'm not worthy. I'm not heard. I'm not good enough. Very big path. Very big synapse in your brain. So we have to get rid of that and create a new one. And every so often you will jump back there. And that's why it can take time to play a new movie through your head, a new good thought pattern. Eventually, though, you do get there. However, with a lot of the ways that I work with the psychosensory movements, eye movements, or whether I use havening, we can get rid of that a lot easier, a lot quicker. And yes, it will still take a little bit of time, but it won't take years and years. And so, yeah, we get rid of that so that you can play this new movie through your head and have a new belief system, a much healthier one. I am good enough. I am worthy. I am enough. I am enough. You are enough. You are enough. We all are. That's what I love to do with my clients. In fact, sometimes the worst cases, they go, oh, you can't fix me. Actually, I almost prefer those. It's like fixing a jigsaw back together, and finding the big meaty things. Like if you get the big cornerstones, then it's really good. And sometimes there's like just that centerpiece, and when we find that, that's gold. And I do help people feel their feelings, because so often these things have been suppressed. They're not allowed to feel them. However, we know that they do come out. People will pick. Picking is criticism. People might pull their hair, cheat you, they'll do all sorts of things, bite their nails. People will do all sorts of behaviours. You are not your behaviour. You are your good intention. And when you are doing things like this, any other thing that you're not doing that horrible core feeling of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, then you're kind of distracting yourself. So you will do all of that instead of the big core feeling. I actually get people to feel that big core feeling. And we have tears, and that's okay, because it goes pretty quickly. And I love what I do. I've been doing it for years and years. Free your fears and fulfill your future with Claudia Rickard, the English hypnotist. Take care, everybody, and have a good day. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.